Hello everybody and welcome to the show. George here in the guise of Corgi Jr.'s Land Rover recovery truck. I hope you're well. So, reason why I'm making this video is today when I was on my lunch break in town, I passed one of the charity shops and I went in, as I'm wont to do, and I asked if they had any Diecast toys. They presented me with this. And as soon as I saw that, I thought, that's a good sign. So yeah, this is presumably late 70s, early 80s Matchbox carry case. I think there might be a date on here somewhere. Well, let's have a look. As you can hear, there is stuff inside. And it says Matchbox is a registered trademark, blah 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 blah. London, England. Okay, so it is Lesney. It's a Lesney product, which is good. Yeah, there we go. 1978-79. Yeah, there we go. I do have a few Matchbox carry cases, but they're always the late 60s, early 70s ones. I've never seen one like this, where it's made up to look like an actual freaking truck. I mean, look at that. It's brilliant, isn't it? 8-wheeler. And it's got the Matchbox, the late 70s, early 80s Matchbox logo on the side and on the back. And it's got a little carry case where the roof of the truck would be, and it opens up with a little button. This holds 3 Matchbox trays. This was pretty much full to the brim, but I had a sort out and I only chose the ones that really intrigued me. And here they are, and I'm going to take you through them now. The first car that I pulled out, or one of the first ones anyway, was this one, and first thing I thought was, oh god, it's probably just another one of those cheap made in China jobs, and I looked underneath and I saw that no, it isn't. It is clearly made by Yatming. So they were, I think, a Korean or Japanese or Chinese diecast toy manufacturers. I've got a couple of their models, but they're very hard to find for some reason. You don't see them so much in antique centres or on market stalls or charity shops really. But this is clearly a Pontiac Firebird, one of the late 70s ones. As I just demonstrated, the doors open and it's got the black wings on the bonnet like a lot of the Firebirds do. Oops, sorry mate. It's yellow and yeah, it runs fine. It's not in the most crisp condition, but the paint is all still on the wheels. It's still good suspension and the door's still open. So that's the first one. There's also a load of Majorette in here that I found, including this Peugeot 604. It's really nice. Please excuse my colour blindness again. I'm presuming it's either a very dark ochre colour or some sort of lime green. And one thing I really like about it, the bonnet opens and closes so you can see the engine, and it's got a really nice plastic interior. The windows are open but the doors don't open, and also it still has its original tow hook. Suspension's really good and it's in pretty reasonable condition as well. I thought this was a Peugeot. It's actually a Honda Accord, which is really nice, and this one is in brilliant condition. Like with the Peugeot that I just showed you a minute ago, it has plastic lights. I forgot to mention that as well. It's still got all the decals and the tampo printing on the sides, and it still has the original tow hook, and it has opening doors. Another interesting Majorette car that I found is this. It's an ambulance. It's clearly based off some sort of American Jeep, but I don't know what sort of Jeep that would be, because it literally, all it says underneath is just ambulance. Apart from the odd bit of playwear here and there, it's in very good condition. The suspension's still really good, and it still has both rear doors which open so you can see inside. Another Majorette one that I bought is this. Now I cannot remember what sort this is, but it is definitely an Alfa Romeo. A little bit battered here and there, but I just really liked the design. I've got Virago Street Fire model. Quite an ugly boxy square design, but that just really appeals to me for some reason. It still has the tow hook on the back, and it is bright red with a black plastic base. It's an Alfa Romeo Giulietta. And the final Majorette model that I had is this Citroen Visa Chrono. And yeah, I just love that slightly boring 80s square design that they were going for with these. And it is white. It's still got all the Tampo printing on the sides with the red, white and blue stripes and the Chrono logo. It's got plastic lights and it has a light blue plastic interior. The boot opens and closes, really nice. Still has the original tow hook with the blue plastic latch, and the suspension's still good. I've never really understood why a lot of classic Majorette models have these holes in the middle. Is it so that they can sit in the packaging more? Is there a latch that goes into them in the packaging? I don't know. That's all the Majorette models done with. Next we go on to a couple of Corgi Juniors models. So this is a Corgi Juniors Mercedes-Benz 500 SL. I've got the bigger Corgi Toys version of this, the blue one that has the opening doors and opening bonnet. This is the smaller Corgi Juniors version, which I've never seen. This one also has opening doors. It's sort of a slightly metallic-y grey colour with a beige interior. Now, this next one, this is a Corgi model. This is one that I have never ever seen before. I mean, I could identify this one straight away as a Corgi one. But this one I actually put aside for a minute thinking that this was a cheapie. Then I saw the Corgi logo underneath, but it doesn't say what sort of car this is. I would have thought a mini Metro, but then I remembered that Corgi Juniors already did a model of a mini Metro, which did not have an opening boot, whereas the Corgi Juniors Metros just had opening doors. I'm presuming it's some sort of Citroen. Like I say, no clue on the underside as to what it might be. I've put a note on one of the Corgi collectors Facebook groups asking if anybody can help identify this. I'll edit in what this is. I knew I recognised this from somewhere, so one of the guys on the Corgi collectors Facebook group has reliably informed me that this is a Vauxhall Nova, and now that I know what it is, I instantly recognise it because I actually have another Corgi Juniors one of these that would have been given away originally from petrol stations. Interestingly though, unlike the other one that I've got, this one has a plastic base and also it has perspex in the rear boot window, whereas the other one doesn't. And then the last couple are all Matchbox Superfast. This particular one, a Mark III or a Mark IV Cortina. It's not in the best condition. The Tampo printing has chipped off quite a bit. I've got several different versions of this. One is a Code 3 that somebody had repainted. The other two are both originals. I've been looking for this one for years. It's sort of like an off bronze colour with little black stripes down the side, and it says on the back NVR91BV, which is the registration. It still has the tow hook, a salmony beige coloured interior. The wheels are all good, it doesn't feel like the axles are bent. The doors still open. I was very pleased to find that. I know I've got quite a few of these ones as well, but I just had to get it just because of the look of the car and it's a different colour. This is a Ford Escort 200 RS, and yeah, these are awesome little cars. I love these. It still has the tow hook again. Doors don't open on this, even though the windows are open. The rear axle feels a bit squished in. That doesn't affect its performance. It's sort of a light blue colour, not in the best condition. I didn't realise there was a number 1 on the bonnet. Or was it 41? I thought that was a big chip for some reason. I've never seen this colour before. Interestingly, the final car, I've never ever seen this colour before. I think this is called Vendetta, which is one of Matchbox Superfast's own fantasy cars. Correction, this model is actually, according to Matchbox Cars Wiki, called Midnight Magic. I can't remember what the original casting was, but the reason why I've never seen this one is because it was an American exclusive. I've got the orange version of this, the original colours. I've got the red, white and blue sort of American flag version of this. I've never seen this version in black and silver. It's kind of reminiscent in a way of the Hot Wheels Whipped Creamer cars. The back opens to reveal the supercharged engine. And so that is everything from this carry case that I chose and took my fancy, really. And because this was a charity shop find, I just couldn't resist the temptation to share these with you guys. I hope you enjoyed this Diecast toy haul. If you did enjoy it and you like what you see on the rest of my channel, don't forget to like, comment if you fancy, and subscribe if you haven't already. And I will see you in one of my other guises in the next video, whenever that will be. Cheers for watching, guys. Take care.
And you'll open up your window and you'll suddenly find that a peanut has knocked on your door. It doesn't make sense, it doesn't make sense, but if you understand this, then you're mad. It doesn't make sense, it doesn't make sense, and the singing is also quite bad.